thrift store I've only been to, I think, once or twice. It's massive, and I'm really hoping it's not too crowded, but I know that it is. I saw a huge sign that says 50% off. I guess it's for National Thrift Store Day or whatever it's called. Yeah, it's on the door. I'm afraid this is going to be just crazy.
Yes. You got 3 good companies. We will have a good time. You can live near me.
Ángel, servicio al cliente en las cajas de frente, por favor, Ángel.
guys, well, Thrift Giant was absolutely crazy. I'm sure I'll end up doing a voiceover in there. It was 50% off for a National Thrift Store Day. I'm going to a new to me thrift shop that I happened to see on my way out. I have no idea what this is going to be like, but wish me luck. It looks like it may be all new items, but I'm going to check it out anyway.
Registration is $25, and that's just a one-time fee when you sign up. Yes, ma'am. And if you want to actually come, if you're like debating on which class you're going to like, as long as you try out all of them, and then
Is that baby shark? Or not? Yeah, baby shark. Those are boy shoes though. Oh, you don't want these? You want these shoes? These are boots. Yes, it is boots. You don't want to try these on? They're cute. Jacqueline? Jacqueline got boots. You want to match Jacqueline? You look like Jacqueline?
Okay.
Okay guys, I'm sorry. I thought we were at the end of the clips for this store, thrift store, as you saw. No other name for it, just thrift store. There were, you know, some bathroom items there. So this duck was actually pretty cool. And I believe he was maybe Indian. I tried to lift him, but he was so heavy. But I think he was really cool. What do you guys think? I like him. But I knew it would be really high shipping if someone purchased him from me, so I did not pick him up. This is just more of the housewares. Again, a lot of these were like bathroom items, like that curling iron. There were some more ceramic pieces, a lot of wall art, as you see here. All of these were modern pieces, and I did not pick any of these up. I could just tell immediately that they were modern, so I kind of went past them. You have to stay tuned for the haul because I have a story to tell you about a creepy experience I had in the store. Okay, speaking of creepy, this reminded me of Gina. It is part of your lower back, right? Yeah, those are the discs, I think, in your lower back. It was just there. I'm assuming a doctor's office had that at some point. That green glass was pretty, but unfortunately it was very chipped. Here is some shampoo, things like that. Queen Nefertiti, probably? She was very heavy as well. These conquistadors were kind of cool. Okay, we really are nearing the end of this video, so stay tuned for the haul. Here it is. I hope you enjoyed the shop along from today. Today is National Thrift Store Day, as I was saying at the beginning of the video when I was going into Thrift Giant, which is a store I'd only been to a couple other times here in Dallas. And it was crazy, guys. There were lines wrapping around the entire store. There were people grabbing other people's carts. Like, I went down an aisle just to look at something, and this woman thought I was going to grab her cart, and she jerked it away from me, and I was like, oh, I'm not. She's like, okay, thank you. I just have to protect my cart. And I was like, oh my goodness. It was, I guess it was kind of like Black Friday, which I don't do for that very reason, but I'm glad I went because I did find a few things there. I picked up this cat. Now, as you can see, this cat is not vintage, but isn't he cool? I think he's super cool. He actually has a place in here, as you can see, for a candle. There's a votive in there. And he does open up. It's kind of like, it has a little latch here, and I'm trying to be gentle so I don't knock everything over because this is metal. But you open it up and you can put a candle in there. I'm not sure if I would recommend that. I got him because I thought he was super cool. I love that he has this fish in his belly, and I like his whiskers. I don't know anything about this piece. I just thought it was cool, and I went ahead and got it. I'm not sure if I will offer it in a live sale or if I'll save it for Halloween, because I think it'd be a great Halloween piece, and maybe you could even add something to it if you wanted to use it for Halloween. But I just thought this kitty was super cool. What do you guys think? Let me know. I don't really pick up many items that are not vintage, so I was kind of going out on a limb here, hoping you guys would like him as much as I do. Okay, I also picked this up there. This is, these are two birds, and they're adorable. Now this, I am not familiar with this brand. It is Sunshine Promises. Should they not be Sunshine? I'm not really sure. By Gretchen Clasby. A nurse is another name for TLC, with a quote from Ephesians. So anyway, this is just super cute. I normally don't get these pieces, but it's from 1999, so it is vintage. I just thought it was really cute. And I like the sentiment, especially right now. A nurse is another name for TLC. I agree. What else did I get there? Oh, okay, so I got this beautiful paperweight. Now, I see paperweights from time to time, and I don't normally get them unless they're spectacular. And I think this one is. Look at how pretty this is, guys. Now, I don't believe this is Murano. Actually, I know it's not, but it is so cool. I had to go ahead and pick it up because it's a beautiful, beautiful paperweight. Look at it from head on. Isn't that awesome? Here is the bottom. Just a really, really cool piece. Again, not Murano, but I thought it was pretty, so I went ahead and picked that up. And then the last thing I got at Thrift Giant was this figurine. This is a Carolina parakeet, and here it says extinct since 1914. And I am not familiar with this line, but it is Alden Accessories Limited, and there is no date of purchase on here. I suppose it's supposed to be written. It is, what, number 3,891 out of 15,000 pieces. So, you know, it is a collector's item, I would think. I have not comped it. I just thought it was cool. I like this parakeet. I think he's pretty, and I like that he is being honored, even though he's extinct. I just think that that's really cool. So I did go ahead and get him. Now, the rest of the pieces I have to show you are pieces that I picked up from that amazing glass estate sale. Plus, the only 3 pieces of Francoma I have left, because one of my viewers asked me about Francoma, so I did want to go ahead. I said I would add them to a haul, so I'm going to do that. But before we get there, I'm just going to pan over these items. How about the pretty glass? Oops, there's a little bit of dirt right there. So the second store I went to, if you noticed in the video, I was walking up and I said, I don't think this store is going to have anything vintage. And I was wrong. There were a few items. I actually found, it was like a 3-book set from 1983. It was a book of children's books, teaching them about art, world cultures, and heroes. And I thought it was really cool that some of the heroes were literary, like Jane Austen, for instance, and the illustrations in it were fantastic. I do believe I showed you one of the books in the video, but so the books were heavy, and so I was carrying them around the store while I looked at other things. I will never be going back to the store again, I have to be honest with you. Well, first of all, it was mainly new items. A lot of it was items that I would never want to see on a shelf, like individual tampons, and opened, boxes of diapers. I'm not quite sure what was going on there. I don't know why employees were not cleaning it up. It was not busy. So they were not having a sale for National Thrift Store Day like Thrift Giant was. So there really weren't a lot of people there. There were people, so on the door it said that customers that came in had to wear a mask. And as I was walking around the store, I noticed a lot of people were either not wearing a mask or they had it over their mouths, which totally defeats the purpose. So I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant here. If you've watched my videos, you probably know I had COVID back in December, as well as everyone in my household, and I would not wish it upon anyone. I have a couple of friends right now that have it, and I pray for them every day. And frankly, I don't understand why this is a political debate. I'm not going to go off on that. I'm just going to say I was not comfortable being in that store with people not wearing a mask. So that was going on while I was looking around. And I decided, I'm just ready to check out. This store is just not, it's not what I want to look at. It's nothing I want to show you guys, really. So I was heading to check out, and I had the books with me. And there was a line. There was a line of, well, I guess there were like 6 customers total. There was one group of people where one woman was paying for everyone, but it was individual. So these people had, carts full of clothing mainly, I think. I really wasn't paying attention to what they were buying. And the poor cashier kept having to ring it up individually. So it was taking forever. And I decided, you know what? It was mainly clothes in this store. So I decided to go ahead and go down the women's aisle just to check everything out, because I didn't just want to be standing there. So as I'm walking, looking through the clothing at this thrift store, I see a man out of the corner of my eye, and he is completely stopped in an aisle where there was no one else and is staring at me. I don't know if any of you have ever looked into the eyes of someone evil, but I think I did today. His eyes looked dead to me. He was very unkempt, which, I know there are people out there that are good, that, don't have a home or, have some sort of mental issue. But his entire appearance, from his clothing to the way he was looking at me, to the whole mood in the store, it was all very, very uncomfortable. And I kind of dropped my gaze and turned the corner and looked back over, and he was still looking at me. So at that point I was like, okay, I am going to go up to the front, and I don't care if I'm just standing there. I'm not going to look anymore. I don't feel comfortable with this man. I think it was just me and him, the only 2 customers in the store that were not up front trying to check out. So I went back, I got in line, and I saw him go out the door. And I have to be honest with you guys, I was very grateful, but I decided I didn't really want to go out there. So, because I was wanting to leave at that point. I was just completely, I guess, freaked out. I was freaked out by this whole situation. So I was waiting in line, because there were other people there, and the line still wasn't moving. It was still this situation where this poor cashier was just ringing up all these clothes, and there was no one to help her. So I let a few minutes pass, and then I went up to the counter and I put the books on the counter and I said, I'm sorry, I'm leaving. I don't feel comfortable in here. If you have a mask mandate listed on your door, you know, you really should enforce it. And I left. And I'm just mentioning this because, well, it is kind of a crazy story. I don't know what was going on with that man. It's just kind of a cautionary tale. Like, I will never go back in that store again. But if you're a single woman and you're going into, you know, any type of store, especially in this current environment, you know, you may want to keep your eyes out. Because if I had been like at Goodwill or something, I probably would not have noticed that man staring at me because there were more things to look at. And I probably would have been, you know, looking through art or something like that if I was waiting for the line to get shorter. But in this case, I was just kind of walking around trying to, you know, waste a few moments. So I love you guys, and I want everyone to be safe. I want everyone to be healthy, and I hope that everyone's having a good Tuesday. I hope that this wasn't a little too freaky for you, but I wanted to share it with you guys. I try to be real as much as I can, and I'm honest, and I was creeped out. So before we talk more about being creeped out, let's talk about these beautiful Fenton pieces. So I got these at that amazing estate sale that had all the glass. This is Silvercrest, and this is a beautiful, beautiful dish. I love it. It's the perfect height if you want to use it, you know, for decor or in some sort of display that you might have. And the cool thing about Silvercrest, in my opinion, is that it can be used all year round. You know, you could put oranges and browns or something in here if you wanted to display it for fall. You know, it's perfect for Christmas because of it being white with the beautiful silver here, kind of reminiscent of icicles or snowflakes. But anyway, this dish, beautiful. So I was very happy when I picked that up at that estate sale. Then I have this fan, and this is a vase. You could use it for whatever you want. I would probably just keep it by itself because I think it's absolutely beautiful with the ruffles. Just a stunning piece. And then I got this. Now, I do believe this is called Aqua Silvercrest. I could be wrong, but as you can see, it has this beautiful blue trim on it, and it is a lovely dish. Again, I think it'd be beautiful as a display on its own, but you could also, you know, put something in it to pop a little bit more color if you wanted to. I pick up Fenton a lot. I think a lot of us resellers do, especially if you're specializing in vintage. So I was really happy to get this piece because I don't see it very often. And if I do see it, it's in antique malls and it's really pricey. So here is that. I'm sorry, I see little bits of dirt that I'm cleaning out as I talk to you guys. So these 3 pieces of glass I did get at that amazing estate sale. Okay, and then over here are the Francoma pieces that I was talking about. Now, I sold a couple of Francoma pieces recently, and I thought I had more right now, but I don't. So what I have are these 2 political mugs. I do have an elephant for the Republican Party, or GOP, and these are both from 1982. So I have him, and then to represent the other side, the Democratic side, I do have the donkey, and here it is right here. Here is the bottom. Now, this one does have a chip, and I was going to keep this as part of my collection because it has a chip, but I think I may offer it up with the GOP mug just because, yeah, they do belong together. Here's the bottom of that one. Now, this one is fine. Then the other piece of Francoma I have is this wagon wheel. This is a planter or a vase, however you want to use it, and it is marked here, Francoma. And it says 85 here. I don't know if someone wrote down the year. I'm not quite sure about that. But here is this. And this one does have a little chip here as well. So I have noticed with Francoma pieces, they do tend to chip a little bit easier than you would think. I got this one, gosh, maybe a month or 2 ago at a garage sale. And I was happy to get it because it's Francoma. And I love it. But I bought it knowing it had the chip, and that was fine with me. So as usual, if anyone is interested in purchasing anything from me directly, you can always email me. All the information is at the end of the video, but it's calypsoantiques@gmail.com. You can also send me a DM on Instagram if you prefer, whatever is easiest for you. And I wanted to remind you guys that we have a sale, we as in myself and Gina. She is Vintage Digs, and we have our normal Tuesday night vintage sale on her channel tonight. It will be at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, and 4 Pacific. I hope you guys can make it. If you do not already follow Gina, please do so. Her information is also in my link tree. If you just want to click on that, you can follow her on Instagram as well as YouTube. And I hope everyone is having a good day. It's now pouring here. I'm sure you can probably hear that. It's good because it's going to cool things off, but I hope that we don't have any major storms so that I don't have any trouble at the sale tonight. Okay, everyone, as usual, thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. Welcome to all the new subs. I really appreciate you guys. And I will talk to you soon. There will be a new video tomorrow. Okay, guys, take care. Bye-bye.